Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So Sagittarius, we're going to look at November 2022 for you. It's coming around pretty quick here. We're going to look at career projects, money, personal relationships for you, and your area of greatest growth for November of 2022. I've got a combination deck here of my Steampunk Tarot and my Wizard's Tarot. I also have my teeny tiny everyday witch standing on the side here if we need to clarify. And you are being honored today. Both the cat and the dog are in the room. They haven't been here, like nobody, for any readings for the longest time. And everybody's up here for you, Sagittarius. Look at that. Isn't that nice? All right, Sagittarius, let's shuffle it out. Career projects, money, personal relationships, your area of greatest growth. Oh my goodness. Okay, career projects, money. You have the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. It looks like in something here that you're working on, you know what, it just, it's not working out the way that you would like it to, and it's just becoming more effort than it's worth. So I don't know what that is. It could be your career. It could be some way that you're trying to make money or manage money. It could be a project that you're working on, some people with, and it could be a combination altogether, you know, like career, you have a project and you make money there. But honestly, it looks like with the 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and 8 of Cups, that you're not going to invest in this anymore as well. Whatever particularly this is for you. And it honestly just looks like, you know what, it's just, this is taking more out of me than what I'm getting from it. So, personal relationships, you have the Death card, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. I feel like you're actually coming off of maybe kind of weeding out some relationships in your life already in November, because you're starting off right away with the Death card. So you're going kind of immediately into a rebirth here, but you're kind of planning. You're not jumping into anything very quickly. You're going forward, hopefully, and kind of a hopefully, well, hopefully you are, but more like you have hope as you move forward in your personal relationships. But I feel like either you're, you know, just thinking about what you want to focus on in your relationships, or who you would like to focus your energy towards, and you're just going to be hopeful about it. But it does honestly look like that you have put some relationships kind of to the wayside. You've let some of them go, and this is all about thinking about moving forward in relationships. Your area of greatest growth. Wow, you have the Emperor, the King of Swords, oh my goodness, the King of Wands. Wow, Jesus. Wow, Sagittarius, you're like a boss. That's like a serious boss energy. The World is at the bottom. Okay. Interesting that that's at the bottom, because I already feel like in your personal relationships, like something has closed off. Maybe you're closing stuff off right now, and in November you're thinking about kind of getting out there. But like, so you've finalized something here in your life. You've come to a conclusion. And you've done it successfully. My goodness, your area of greatest growth is very strong. I wouldn't mess with you, to be quite honest. The Emperor, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. I want to say that you are the king of strategy, leadership, and self-fulfillment. There you go. That's what you're growing. Your masculine energy is all over the place. Whether you're feminine or masculine, that's the area of you that has really, it's blossoming in November. And I feel like actually what you're doing is you're kind of bringing yourself to this Emperor energy by specifically focusing on King of Swords and King of Wands, right? Because the embodiment of all the kings. So you're kind of, well, I want to say perfecting two things here. You're perfecting your clarity, your clear mind, your thinking, your analytical mind, your strategizing. And then you're coming up with really unique ways to utilize that and give yourself self-empowerment. In November, Sagittarius, very powerful energy. Actually, you had the Emperor at the bottom after the pre-shuffle, and that was it. Ooh, after 10 of Swords. Whoa. Your cards have tried, they did that with the big deck, and now this deck. Isn't that weird? Things are just falling away. It's like things are falling away for you in November. Let's clarify these things, shall we? This is interesting. Career, projects, and money. And, you know, maybe there is something that you've been investing in here for a bit of time. And honestly, you're not getting any payback in this investment. It's just disappointing. It drains your energy. It's not something that, you know, logically would make sense to keep investing in. And with the 8 of Cups, I see you pulling away here. So, you know, if it's a job and it's everything that I described here in the way that it kind of depletes, you might still be showing up there at work, but there's no emotional investments. You're just not, you're doing what you need to do and you're going home, and that's it. And you're not bringing any of it home with you. When you get home, you're not even thinking about it. You're just like, no, it's good. Turning that right off. It kind of reminds me of, if you've seen it on Apple TV, it's called Severance. It's a little bit like that. So that could be a possibility. It's somebody who has a chip. Well, hopefully this isn't a possibility, but in the show, they have a chip in their brain. So when they go to work, the chip is activated. They completely forget about their personal life, and they work. And then when they leave, the chip goes off. They completely forget about their work life, and then they just go and have their personal life. It kind of feels more like that latter part for you here with this 8 of Cups. And maybe that's what's also activating all of this kind of very much self-empowerment energy. So, 5 of Cups, career, projects, and money. Wow, the 5 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You've given a lot here, Sagittarius. You guys, last week, you really took one for the team. I remember that now. That's a little bit of that coming through in here, but I really feel like you're not taking anything for the team here with the 8 of Cups. It's not going to affect you emotionally, hopefully not mentally, probably not, with the area of growth that I see sitting over here. This is something that you have a long-term commitment to, or you've given a long-term commitment to as well. But with the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, it's nothing but feeling lack and depleted. 10 of Wands. Probably been doing this longer than you should be. Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups. Wow. You know, it really kind of feels like you might just have a boss. You might be working for an entrepreneur, and there's no emotional fulfillment here at all. And you may not even be making enough for what you're doing, honestly. So, yeah. So the 8 of Cups. I think this is probably a good suggestion. The 8 of Cups. The Death card. Wow, that's taking you into your rebirth here. The Death card. See, okay, interesting. It is like severance. It's like you're not, okay, whether or not you can actually like physically remove yourself from some sort of project or perhaps monetary investment. I'm actually also getting that. Like, I don't know what the housing market is where you are, but just watching it around here, it's been quite interesting because, like, right, with rates increasing, mortgage rates are increasing. And if you kind of play with the numbers, you can see, like, for some people, depending on the size of your mortgage, this could be like $1,000 to $3,000 a month more if your mortgage is coming up for renewal, or if you're looking for a mortgage. So, like, because we're talking about money and the 5 of Pentacles, like, you may even have a property or something that, I don't know, you might end up putting more into this, or you might be putting more money into a home than you anticipated. It does, though, have more of a feeling like some sort of a project, and I don't feel like you're the head of this project. It feels like you're sort of at the mercy of someone else with this project, with the Hierophant, and that's leaving you feeling like the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. And then this 10 of Wands, this heavy burden, the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. You know, that just feels like that could be your boss. I mean, you could have a female boss. Regardless, it's just like it's not fulfilling for you. Okay, so, and that's where I'm getting to this with severance, because with the 8 of Cups, you're not emotionally invested. You're not there emotionally anymore. Maybe you are physically because you got to pay your bills. But with the Death card, right? The Death card shows up over here in personal relationships. And that's how this severance is coming in. Like, well, you focus on your personal relationships. So this is where you're going to have an investment. And this is where I see you actually kind of planning and thinking ahead here. The 3 of Wands, yeah, you're wanting to bring something new in for yourself. And maybe this is in a couple areas of your life. If you don't want to full-on change whatever this is, I think you want to change the circumstances somehow. Change your emotional investment. Personal relationships, the Death card. Strength. Wow, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. You're looking, okay, I think you are looking. I would say that with the 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. You're looking for a relationship here, or you're looking to invest in relationships or take them to the next level. Only if, like, you know what, this person is really matchy with me. This person kind of comes to the table with the same likes and ideals that I do. This person is in a way kind of independent themselves as well. I would say the King, Queen of Wands are also somewhat independent individuals or archetypes. And this is the strength here. I want to say that you probably don't feel like you want to get tied down in any relationships. It's almost like I want to find someone who I can have fun with. I want to find someone that I can go on some adventures with. And I just see you like, I don't know how you're planning that, but it's hopeful. And maybe that's just part of the first step in a planning strategy. I'm just going to be kind of hopeful about what's out there. Yeah, lots of fire. Lots of fire. And this is really interesting too, because the wings here are all being burned down. Being burned up. It's almost like a fallen angel. So I don't know. Maybe there's something in that. Like somebody who would be kind of following their own divine path, but they've had some difficulties along the way. 7 of Pentacles. It's like coming up with a plan. Previous plans haven't worked. Oh, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Oh, and the Page of Wands. Wow, it really does feel like kind of getting yourself out there, but you're not moving fast. You're not, with the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So that's another thing that actually feels probably kind of good about that. There isn't a feeling of desperation, like what is out there for me? I don't know. It's just, well, you know what? Let's see how today goes, and maybe I'll plan around. If things change, I can change my schedule. If they don't. Page of Wands and Page of Cups, this also feels like just being kind of open. Being open to what's out there. Being open to communication. Being hopeful. Maybe you're hopeful about communication. I don't know. The Page of Cups. The Hermit. The Magician. The Queen of Cups. Oh, that's cute. It almost looks like maybe you've been, I don't know, out of the game for a bit here with the Hermit. And you want to manifest something different. You want to manifest like just a really nice feeling. Just feeling really good, being able to express your emotions. Maybe you've been holding back emotionally. Oh, you have been. Well, at least it looks like you are here in work. But again, it's that sense of severance. Like you want to invest in a different area of your life. And it does seem like it is emotional. So it's funny. It really is coming up like that severance show. Your area of greatest growth. Well, my goodness, the Emperor. The 4 of Wands. How you deal with conflict. Definitely turning conflict into like dissipating it, calming it down. If there's internal conflicts that you've been dealing with, finding ways to move beyond that and find the happy point in areas of your life. The King of Swords. Wow, the Empress and the Ace of Wands. Oh, that's funny. It's like the Emperor sees the Empress and gets an Ace of Wands. Well, Sagittarius, maybe it has been a while. You have the Hermit card here. Want to be very clear about how passionate I feel. I don't know. So maybe there is someone that you feel very passionate about. Yeah, you got the King and Queen of Wands. They're two very passionate people. But then you have, and then you have the King of Wands here. Interesting. You are, I feel like you're seeing your goals. You're seeing your goals, and you could not be more clear-minded about your goals in November. So if you've been kind of foggy or wishy-washy about either how to achieve your goals or what those could be, you seem pretty clear about them. And I think what you're clear about is connecting with people or connecting with someone that is very much, feels like a counterpart, you know, like not really wanting to invest or waste your time. I don't know if that sounds harsh, but waste your time with relationships where you're not on the same page. You're just not really interested in doing that. And you're hopeful that you'll find that. And then I think you're ready to be excited if you do. So the King of Wands. Okay, I don't even know what the hell came out first here. You guys could probably rewind this. We've got the Six of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the High Priestess. What is this King of Wands addressing here? Okay, this King of Wands is trying to move in a new direction, I would say. It's a little bit odd. This one has actually thrown me for a bit of a loop here. Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the High Priestess. It's almost as if there's something that needs to be learned here, and you're moving in that direction. And it's not an easy lesson. But I do want to say the energies that you have backing this up are probably, you know, pretty good in terms of being able to navigate this lesson and come out on the other end, not terribly, like, scathed by it. So, because this lesson feels like it could be fraught with temptations. It could be fraught with temptations. You do have the Empress with the Ace of Wands. That's funny. The High Priestess. So it kind of feels like going down somewhere a little bit taboo, right? With the Devil and the High Priestess. Where is this King of Wands adventuring? I don't know. It feels a little bit taboo. It could just be taboo because it's an area that you're not really familiar with the Page of Pentacles. It could be with somebody who is younger or less experienced than you, or you are younger or less experienced than somebody. But I think by having a sense of adventure and being confident about who you are and where those adventures can take you, it's like this is where the universe is leading you. So the universe is leading you to the Devil and the High Priestess, and it's a place you've not been to much before. But it's taboo. Let's ask, what makes this taboo? For Sag, 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, Justice. Wow. I mean, it feels like it corrects a sense of confusion and loss. It corrects a sense of confusion and loss. So it might even be just hitting something head on, right? I mean, the King of Wands would do that. It wouldn't be holding back, would just like really get in there and do it. You're really, I don't know, you're something else. In November, Sagittarius, yeah, you kind of, I feel like you're pretty clear about what you want. You're not going to put any more thoughts or emotions into something here about career and projects that is leaving you feeling, you know, depleted and sort of like your time and effort is stolen from you. You're not investing in that anymore. You're pulling in something new with the Three of Wands. And it is some sort of, I would say, a strategic and balanced plan to move forward in relationships, or a relationship where you feel like you're on the same page with people. But, you know, this is quickly being elevated. Like, your energy is quickly elevated. It's funny. Scorpio's energy was a little bit like, they were quickly moving through energies in November, where yours is quickly elevating because you hit that Emperor, and what's really backing it is the King of Swords and the King of Wands. And you're really taking control. You're being the ultimate leader here in your life, and perhaps maybe those around you too, with the Five of Wands into the Four of Wands. So turning conflict into something that is actually feels so much better. You might be meeting someone in November that is on the same page as you. They're very similar to you, similar interests, similar way of doing and thinking about things. And you might get pretty excited about this. You might feel very inspired. You might feel like even sexually driven, perhaps. And maybe that's something you haven't explored, or haven't explored in a while, with the Devil and the High Priestess. Oh my God, really? I just said that. You have the Fool card at the bottom. And I mean, could not be more phallically inspired than that broom handle. And that almost fell out of my hand again. It's almost too hot to touch, maybe. It could be. This over here could be a little too hot to touch. I'm going to go and do your extended Sagittarius. In the extended, I'm going to look at the most unexpected change or changes for you in November of 2022. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.